I didn't cry. That alone ruined their little game. His best friend, Kyle, grinned across the table like he already won. He passed the papers with cranberry-stained fingers, laughing under his breath. "Women are so predictable," he said. My husband, soon-to-be ex, didn't look me in the eye. The lights twinkled above the dinner table, my mother's candied yams still steaming. I stared at the stack of legal betrayal wrapped in ribbon red. I signed, no hesitation. Then I reached beneath the tree and handed them a present, labeled, "To the boys." The silence wrapped tighter than the bow on that box. They unwrapped it together, laughed, until they didn't. I met Daniel 8 years ago, back when I still believed in forever. He was warm then, steady, said I made him feel seen. Kyle was the third wheel who never left. A friend from college, the kind of man who always acted like he knew a secret no one else did. I tolerated him. For Daniel. Back then I was soft, eager. I bent to make Daniel feel taller. I thought love was something you protect, even when it doesn't protect you back. The first crack came on a Tuesday. Daniel came home late. No call, no explanation. He smelled like tequila and unfamiliar perfume. He lied, terribly. Said he stayed late at work. I found a lime wedge in his coat pocket. He doesn't even like citrus. After that, it was small things. Laughter from the guest room when he thought I was asleep. Kyle's cologne on Daniel's jacket. 2 wine glasses in the sink when I'd been away. I wasn't stupid. They were. The final piece came wrapped in arrogance. I borrowed Daniel's laptop for a work call. He forgot to log out. A message thread between him and Kyle blinked open like a wound. Screenshots, photos, jokes about me. Let's serve her the papers at Christmas. Watch her cry into her mashed potatoes. She'll never see it coming. I read everything. Twice. Then saved it all to a USB. They thought they were clever, but they forgot I watch more than I speak, and I never play fair. I didn't scream, didn't cry, didn't confront. Instead, I spent 3 months planning. First, I met with a lawyer. Not just any lawyer, the one Daniel always said we couldn't afford. I paid her with money from the savings account he didn't know I still controlled. Then I pulled the house deed. I'd inherited it from my grandmother, my name only. He always assumed we co-owned it. I let him. Next, I collected. Texts, bank statements, emails that proved misuse of joint funds for their boys' nights. Then I waited. For Christmas. Their chosen battleground. Let them feel smug. Let them feel safe. So when Kyle slid the envelope across the table, smiling like he'd won a damn Oscar, I played along. Signed with the same pen I used to write our wedding vows. Handed them the gift. Inside, printed screenshots of their messages. A letter from my lawyer stating Daniel would vacate my house in 30 days. A financial summary showing how Daniel owed me $78,000 in misused funds. Oh, and a copy of the USB drive, labeled Insurance. They flipped through the pages like they might catch fire. Kyle paled first. Daniel tried to speak, but I held up a finger. Not yet. "I baked you both something too," I said quietly. "It's in the kitchen." They didn't move. "Custody agreement," I added, "for the dog. He's staying with me." Daniel begged. Not loudly, not dramatically, just with those panicked, pathetic eyes of his. But I was done loving a man who needed others to feel powerful. "You betrayed a woman who knew everything," I whispered, leaning in. "And I let you." Kyle stood. "You can't do this." I turned to him. "You think I didn't know?" He blinked. "I knew the second Daniel called out your name in his sleep." They had nothing to say after that, and I had nothing left to give. I slept like a baby that night. No guilt, no ache, just silence. The kind that finally feels like peace. In the weeks that followed, Daniel moved out. Kyle disappeared. Word got out. Friends called. Some apologized. Others confessed they always knew something was off. Typical. But I didn't do it for their pity. I did it for me. For the version of myself I used to bury to keep a man comfortable. I see her in the mirror now. Unbothered, unshaken, unapologetic. Daniel still sends letters sometimes, says he's changed. I don't read them. You don't get to come back from making a joke out of someone's heartbreak, especially not when the punchline ends with you losing everything. So no, I didn't cry when they served me those papers. I let them break. Because I never wanted revenge. I wanted justice. And I got it, wrapped in a bow.